Hey, everybody. I am Brenda Myers, CEO and founder of Journey Insurance Solutions. And today I want to talk to you guys about something that's really important. I want to talk to you about something that's kind of uncomfortable. I know a lot of people don't want to talk about, the inevitable, which is death. So we're going to today talk about it. We're going to talk about what needs to be in place for the inevitable. By that, I mean, are you covered? Is your family covered? Are your friends covered? Do we know where their documents are if we need them? Do we know who's in charge of their arrangements? Do we know who has the power of attorney? Do we know if all of their affairs are in order? These are the conversations that we need to have with our friends and family, because when this happens, and it's going to happen, we don't want to be in a process of grieving and have to, find where the documents are, or wonder if mom had insurance, or wonder, if she had her money in the bank. It's so many things that go along with planning your final expenses. It's not just having a life insurance policy. Now, a life insurance policy is a very vital part of the final expenses, but you need to know all of the very, very small details that goes along with, after someone dies, that goes along with planning their final expenses. So, I mean, there could be, mom could have already written down what her final wishes are and put them somewhere, and you won't know, so in order to make sure, mom or dad or whoever, have the, celebration of their life that they wanted, these are conversations that need to be had. What would mom want? Would she want open casket? Would she want closed casket? I mean, those are just things that make you uncomfortable to talk about, but those are things that need to be talked about. So today, I challenge everybody within the sound of my voice to just talk to your loved ones, talk to the people that you care about, and ask them where those important papers are. We don't want to be like scrambling, and trying to find out where that life insurance policy is. We need to know these things. We need to have a particular place where we have all of our vital documents, and someone needs to be in charge of that. I remember when my father passed away, I had this whole elaborate plan of what I was going to do, when it happened. And then when it finally happened, the night that it happened, my mind I just drew a blank. I just drew a blank. But when I, snapped out of it, so to speak, I knew exactly where everything was. We'd already pre-planned his services and, made all of the arrangements. So it was so much easier. The transition was so easy. So I encourage everybody to, one, get a life insurance policy for you, for your loved ones. And it's not for the people that are gone on, it's for the people that are left here. You don't want to leave your family in a state of disarray or having to change their lifestyle that they've grown accustomed to. You don't want to do that. So if you love your family members and friends, and I know that you do, you would make sure that they have all of their things in place. We're living in a time of uncertainty, with the pandemic that's going on, and, who knows what the next, pandemic or epidemic or whatever it'll be, who knows when. So in order to make sure that we are prepared, let's start now. A life insurance policy is not even really expensive. A lot of people don't understand, the cost of it. They would rather get a cup of coffee or, get their nails done or whatever the case may be. And this life insurance policy is around probably the same amount of money. So you have to make wise decisions with your money. I mean, life insurance policy versus a cup of coffee. A cup of coffee gone in 30 minutes. Life insurance policy can set your loved ones up for the rest of their lives. You do the math. So we have to make sure that we have all these things in place. And then we have to make sure that it is enough coverage. It needs to be enough coverage because there are so many expenses associated with a funeral that a lot of people don't think about. there's the opening and closing of the casket. There's digging the grave. I mean, it's just a lot of things that are associated with it that you wouldn't think about. I mean, that's another $1,000 or $2,000, and then you have to buy a headstone and all of those things that don't come with just the actual funeral service. That's an entirely different expense. And I found that out when my father passed away. You got your funeral service, you get the funeral home, you have your service, you pay for all of that. And then, okay, now we need to talk about the gravesite. There's a fee for opening and closing. There's a fee for digging the spot. So just make sure that you know all of these things and encourage your family to write them down. Just write them down and put them in a place and let you know where that place is so you can easily have access to it when the time comes. So I shared all that because, I am a life insurance agent. I own Journey Insurance Solutions, and I would be doing my clients and you guys a disservice if I didn't make you have that or talk to you about having that uncomfortable conversation with your friends and family. We're all going to do the inevitable, which is leave here, but we want to leave our loved ones in a better state than if we were still here. So I just want to thank you for listening and make sure you get that life insurance policy. You can call me at 601-672-0695, or you can go to www.journeyinsurance.solutions and just check out what we have to offer. And then you can schedule an appointment, send me an email, give me a call. I'll be more than happy to work with you and your family to make sure that you guys have the right thing in place. Because, sometimes we'll have a $5,000 or $10,000 life insurance policy, but that's not enough. We don't want to fool ourselves. That's not enough. So let's make sure we have enough to cover everything that we need to cover. Okay. Thank you for listening. Bye-bye.